Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my kitchen. Today I have 4 easy and delicious lunch ideas to share with you, so if you're looking for some lunch inspiration, just keep watching. First up, I'm going to share with you a chicken salad wrap. Now, about a month or so ago when we were traveling for business, we had a business meeting that they brought lunch in for us, and they had these chicken salad wraps, and they were delicious, so good. And I've tried my best to recreate them, and I've had them several times since we've gotten back home. This is like one of my new favorites, and I especially love this because really you can make up the chicken salad and then just put the wraps together when you're ready to eat, or you could pack the wrap and the chicken salad separately and take it to work or school with you and then make your wrap at lunch. So here's what I'm going to use. Feel free, of course, as always, make this your own. Use whatever ingredients you prefer or what you've got on hand. We, of course, need chicken for our chicken salad. Here I have a rotisserie chicken that I just shredded. You could also use leftover cooked chicken. You could boil up a chicken, bake it, cook it in the air fryer. This would be a great use for leftover chicken. You could also just use canned chicken. So I'm going to use some mayonnaise, a little bit of Dijon mustard, some salt and pepper, some dry ranch dressing mix, and then I'm adding these cranberry and pecans. All right, so to put this together, this is so easy. I'm sure you all know how to make chicken salad. We're basically just going to dump everything into the bowl and stir it until it's well combined. And like I mentioned earlier, use whatever you like. You can use Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise if you prefer to make this a little lighter. You can add different fruits and vegetables, chopped apples, grapes, onions, celery. For those that like celery, I don't like it, so I'd skip it for myself, add it for my husband. But again, just, add different nuts. Just go wild, make it your own. I like to give this a taste and adjust the seasonings, and then you can eat this right away. It's best if you can put it in the refrigerator for just, a little bit, 30 minutes or an hour. You can even make this overnight. All right, so here's what I'm going to use to assemble the wrap. First, I'm using these flat out little wraps. If you don't care for these, I know some people don't like them. My husband, for one, doesn't care for them. You could use just regular tortillas or like the Mission flavored wraps. Now, I am kind of doing a copycat of that restaurant that we ate at, or that we had catered rather. And so they just laid down a bed of lettuce, added the chicken salad, and then added sunflower seeds, which might sound odd, but they added a really yummy little crunch to the chicken salad. And then I have some of these like Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips that I'm going to eat. So like I said, to assemble the wrap, just lay down a bed of the lettuce, add your chicken salad, sprinkle on as much or as little of the sunflower seeds as you like, roll it up, and I'm going to cut it in half and eat that along with my chips. And that was my lunch this day. We had just a little bit of fresh mozzarella cheese in the fridge that really needed to be used up, so I decided to make my husband a grilled mozzarella sandwich for lunch this day. Here's what I'm going to use to make it. So first, for the bread, really you can use anything you prefer. Sourdough would be really good, or ciabatta. All I've got is plain white bread on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. Also have some sun-dried tomatoes, some pesto, a tomato, and then we have the mozzarella cheese. And then for the butter, you really just need some kind of softened butter. I have this country crock on hand I'm trying to use up, so I'm going to use that to butter my bread. Now, to go along with his sandwich, I just looked in the fridge to see what we had that needed to be used up. We had some fresh cut up watermelon, as well as wheat thins in the pantry that we need to start working through. And then we've got this artichoke jalapeno dip that I got from Trader Joe's. All right, so for the sandwiches, I just buttered one side of the bread. I'm going to flip the bread over so that the buttered side is down. Next, I'm going to add some pesto to each side of the bread. I'm going to add some of the slices of fresh mozzarella cheese, as well as a slice of tomato. Whenever I put tomato on a sandwich, I always try to add a little bit of salt, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to chop up some of those sun-dried tomatoes, add that to the sandwich, and then I'm just going to close the sandwich up and it'll be ready to grill. Now, I've mentioned this many times before on my channel, but just as a reminder, anytime I do any kind of grilled sandwich, low and slow is best. I would not turn your heat up past medium. If you do, yes, your bread might get toasted, but your cheese more than likely will not be melted in the middle. And so we definitely want that mozzarella cheese to be really ooey and gooey. So I'm just going to cook this on a few minutes per side, again on about medium heat, until the bread is toasted and the cheese is melted. And then to serve it up, I've got the sandwich, the watermelon, and then the wheat thins to dip into that dip. And that was lunch this day, and my husband really, really loved this sandwich. He asked if it could be added to the regular rotation. He really enjoyed it. Next up, I'm going to share with you my favorite taco salad. I love doing taco salads for lunch. I especially like to make them when I've made tacos for us. If you're new to my channel, it's just my husband and I, and so I usually will go ahead and brown up a whole pound of ground beef to make taco meat, but I usually only use half of it, so I always like to plan on making taco salads one day for lunch with the other half. Now, I know you probably know how to make taco salads. Most people just use like taco sauce or salsa, sour cream, or maybe like Catalina dressing for their salads, but I wanted to share this because this dressing is a little bit unique. I first had this taco salad like, I don't know, maybe 15 years or so ago. A lady brought this to us at work. If I would have known what ingredients were in the salad dressing at first, I probably wouldn't have tried it because they do sound a little bit odd, but it's delicious. It's so, so good. So here are those ingredients. You need Thousand Island dressing, some sugar, hot sauce, taco seasoning, and then I like to add in a couple tablespoons of salsa. I'd actually just used all the salsa the night before, but I had a couple packets of the Taco Bell like breakfast salsa, so I'm just going to add that in there. So for the salad dressing, I'm basically just going to add everything to a bowl. I've got the Thousand Island, the hot sauce, the salsa, the taco seasoning, and the sugar. I'm going to stir it until it's combined really well and then place this into the refrigerator. Now, I will have Melissa's recipe typed out in my description box below. Melissa is the lady that I used to work with that gave me this recipe. I would suggest, though, for the sugar, I would only add a couple tablespoons at first, and then once you have everything added and stirred until it's really well combined, give it a taste. If you feel like at that point it needs a little more sugar or taco seasoning or hot sauce, just adjust it to your taste. All right, so for the taco salad itself, I like to use pretty much what Melissa served, how she served it to us. So I've got some bagged lettuce. I have some shredded cheddar cheese. We're going to crush up this bag of Doritos. And then in this container up here, I have the salad dressing that I made. I've got some dark red kidney beans that I drained and rinsed. And then I'm going to chop up some tomato and cucumber. And then, of course, we need some taco meat for our taco salad. Like I said, this is taco meat that I'd already cooked. It had been in my freezer. I just placed it into the refrigerator to thaw. You can use leftover taco meat or, of course, cook it up just for these salads. And I've made this with ground turkey and ground chicken as well, and it's really yummy. All right, so to assemble the salads, I basically just add everything to a bowl, add the crushed up Doritos and the dressing, mix it all together, and this is delicious. Like I said, I know it might seem a little odd with the Thousand Island and like the taco seasoning, but it's really good. I don't know what it is about all the flavors, but I just feel like it's delicious. So if you haven't given this taco salad dressing recipe a try, I highly recommend you give it a try. It's really good. So the last idea that I have for you today is to do what I call a snack plate. Basically what I do is I just raid the fridge and come up with different odds and ends of things that need to be used up, and then I just snack on it for lunch. And I love it because I love snacky lunches or dinners, and I also love because, like I said, it's a great way to use things up that, I need to get out of the fridge. So here's what I'm going to use today, but use whatever you like. Use what you've got on hand or what just sounds good to you that particular day. I've got some club crackers, these turkey sausage sticks that I got at Walmart. I've got some baby carrots, a little bit of honey goat cheese. I've got some grapes, and then I have this 3-layer hummus that I got from Trader Joe's. There's just about a quarter of this left, so I want to use that up. And then I have this little bit of cashews left in this package. All right, so here's my plate. No rhyme or reason. I just put everything on the plate. I'm going to dip the carrots and the hummus and eat the crackers with the honey goat cheese. And I've got, I did though forget to show in the first clip because I just happened to add it last minute, but I had just a few little cheddar cheese cubes in my fridge. And so what you see on the plate is all that I had. So I was happy to use those up as well. All right, that is it for today's video. I hope this gave you some ideas for your lunches. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.